New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Kadarius Toney deep for the Giants.
Taking it about the 16. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be. Someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. And if their quarterback continues to grow, look out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Jones.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Here we go, hey.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And down inside the 15 he goes. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Looking high its way once again.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now we get a look at their most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that, and what I know about this group doing the drafting is not all about instant value when they put their class together. They wanted every pick to be somebody they see as a starter, maybe not today, but someone they can develop to make him one within the first couple of seasons. How about their strategy? All about long-term upside, and they added a ton of it this spring.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural. And roster construction and such, but the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, it's Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kayvon Thibodeau now with his second sack here on opening night.
That's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Here comes Tony on the return.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
That one finds Hyatt.
Touchdown, Giants!
Jalen Hyatt
making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
A first down throw for Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings us 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 18-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Jones on 1st and 10.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
And they work this right upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To Barkley on the check down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Okay, here we go.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Hyatt has got it. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Giants!
Jalen Hyatt
now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards.
And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
CD with the catch, of course, coming off of a monstrous 2022 with the Cowboys. 5th in the league in catches, 6th in yards, and took that jump from being a star to one of the league's elite wide receivers.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. A give to Pollard running left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Andy Janovich taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but then just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
22 more yards there and another first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
To throw again, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit Johnson.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Gano's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
First down, Cowboys.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Running right, it's Pollard.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Barkley, inside handoff. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Meanwhile, Jones, the throw completed to Hyatt.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 3 yards that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Timberland. Apple.
Now Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt from 6 yards away. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Prescott on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. And again, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, Prescott.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Jones now throwing on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's go get one. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
South salad. South salad. South.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking high its way once again.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt
from 6 yards away.